What's up, guys? Hi, my name is Martin Ranises, and welcome to another episode of Talk Theory to Me. So our topic for today is whistleblowing. I guess you already know a thing or two about what whistleblowing is, but for the sake of more content, let us dive more into it and see what it really is. According from the site HR Zone, whistleblowing is the act of drawing public attention or the attention of an authority figure to perceive wrongdoing, misconduct, unethical activity within public, private, or third sector. So basically it consists of exposing sensitive information about fraud, corruption, bullying, health, cover-ups, and other illegal activities. These kinds of whistleblowing that happens on a grand scale get picked up by TV news quickly, and the perpetrators get apprehended immediately. This happens in mesoscales as well. For example, in offices or companies, or in companies where an employee may exposes their company for not paying them in time or not paying them at all. Also in microscales like in our home where, for example, you expose your dad for cheating on your mom and all goes well after that. To be a whistleblower is kind of tough, to be honest. After exposing a specific issue, life for them gets pretty hairy immediately. Take for example Edward Snowden. He's probably the most famous whistleblower in the world. He was a former National Security Agency contractor for the US government. He leaked classified documents revealing that the federal government gathers information on massive electronic surveillance program. This is the time where people started putting tape on their laptop's webcam to avoid US governments to spy or watch them, which they can. Right after he exposed these documents to the major newspapers, he was filed with charges against the US government, such as treason and the Espionage Act, which immediately took his US citizenship. He requested asylum in Russia until 2020 and take conferences to teach people how to counter this breach of privacy that the US government is doing. He stated that life is hard, especially at these times that after he exposes himself, and he can hardly see anyone anymore because he's not safe due to the hellish amount of death threats he receives every day. If it endangers you to be a whistleblower, the question is, why do people do it? Because the answer is simple. Because it's the right thing to do, right? The hellish act itself is unbearable for them that even though their life will change forever after doing this, it's worth it. Poitras, an American director and producer of the movie Citizen 4, which is about the life of Edward Snowden, quoted that it's not every day that a whistleblower is actually willing to be identified. She really meant that literally. Ever since then, whistleblowers always tries to conceal their identity to protect themselves after exposing sensitive issues. Other people even change their name to take it in a other level. Here in the Philippines, we have a lot of famous whistleblowers. Famous whistleblowers such as Vidal Doble,
Hello guys, yes, ma'am. Hello.
who is the whistleblower of the Hello Gorsi scandal. Yep, that scandal. He said he decided to speak because he saw the rampant cheating in the 27 elections, which showed that nothing changed in the government. But it really took him 2 years before he was able to come out. And yeah, in order to protect whistleblowers here in our country, our government built the Witness Protection Program, which seeks to encourage a person who has witnessed or has knowledge of the commission of a crime to testify before a court or quasi-judicial body before an investigation authority by protecting him from reprisals and from economic dislocation. So, who can be admitted in the program? 1. Any person who has knowledge or of information on the commission of crime and has testified or is testifying or is willing to testify. 2. A witness in a congressional investigation upon the recommendation of the Legislative Committee where his testimony is needed and with the approval of the Senate President or the Speaker of the House of Representatives as the case may be. 3. A witness who participated in the commission of a crime and who desires to be a state witness. 4. An accused who is discharged from an information or criminal complaint by the court in order that he may be a state witness. The reality is, even though the witness protection program exists in our country, it's not really effective. Yes, the witness protection program protects the witnesses from potential harm up until he or she has already testified or has completed his witness duty. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the harsh reality of it. After you said your piece, you're immediately out of the program, which immediately endangers the whistleblower and his or her family. This has to change, or otherwise, potential whistleblowers who are thinking of their safety might just stay hidden in order to protect themselves.
Conclusion.
It is a must that the witness protection program must check their goals and objectives and stay true to their original intent, which is to protect their witnesses. Whistleblowers are important to the advancement and development of a nation to eradicate corruption and greed in our government. Development entails to find solution in every problem. Therefore, we must realize immediately that whistleblowers are essential to our society and we need to protect them for the interests of our country. So, thank you for joining me for another episode of Talk to Me. I hope that was interesting and stay tuned for other episodes. Bye!